What is going on, my brothers and sisters in Christ? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. What we're going to be talking about in this video is an amazing, freaking crazy concept that's going to absolutely catapult you to help you understand and give you peace, hope, and joy along your journey with getting better in Christ, with getting closer to Christ, with getting more in the presence of Christ, and being able to get to that peace, love, and joy. Now, here's the thing. A lot of us are understanding that the surrender to Christ that gets us into that peace, love, and joy, it is not simple. It is not easy to get to that place. And then once we understand that, it becomes a lot more powerful to know once we can accept that. Here's the thing. So I learned this concept from this guy that is a meditation coach for Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, or he was back in the day. And what he was basically saying is that in his book, one of the things that he wrote is about Babe Ruth. And what Babe Ruth would do, he said that there was a time when he had hit and struck out, or he had struck out. He went up to the plate, he struck out, and he walked off with this grin on his face, just smiling. He went to the plate, struck out, walked off, had that same grin, and did that about 4 more times. And then he goes up for the 5th time to hit. He freaking bangs it and hits a home run. And he has that same exact smile that he did with the other times. And he says that Winston Churchill had a great statement about this. He says that success is about going from failure to failure to failure while maintaining the same amount of enthusiasm. That is powerful. Think about an entrepreneur that is continuing to have enthusiasm with every mistake that they make because they know that they're still continuing to enjoy the process. They just enjoy the process. Imagine a basketball player that's going out there shooting shots, is just happy to be shooting shots and getting better, shooting shots and getting better. That enthusiasm is what continues to run you. Now, here's the thing. Here's another great freaking example that is perfect for how powerful this is. So firstly, let me say that this guy also teaches, this guy's name is George Munford, and he also teaches the fact that you have to have the 4 H's to be able to get into the flow state and to get towards mastery a lot faster and better and easier. He says the 4 H's are: first, you got to be happy. That's very powerful. Happiness can get you through a lot of obstacles, can maintain that, and can help you just be so powerful and maintain the energy of life. Healthy is being whole. It's being all this stuff that is great in terms of being able to be at peace, love, joy, all that. And then humble and knowing that you can still be teachable, you can still learn, you're not taking yourself into this pride, into this ego. And then fourthly is hungry, continuing to be hungry, continuing to want that growth. Now, we can have all this in Christ, but here's an example that's perfect for this. There's a guy named Keldon Johnson on the San Antonio Spurs, and he's been the longest San Antonio Spurs currently, that he's the longest tenured San Antonio Spur. But he had played in the NBA with the Spurs back when they were doing absolutely terrible. I remember going with my girlfriend. Here's the thing. Yeah, this is perfect. I remember going with my girlfriend, man, and the San Antonio Spurs were like terrible back then. They were winning like about 20 games out of freaking 82, sorry. And they're just terrible. They're all around terrible. They were like just not doing good at all. But the thing is, there was an interview that they did for Keldon Johnson, and they asked him, like, why are you so happy? Like, why are you smiling all the time, even though y'all are getting freaking destroyed? And he said that he's going to continue to be who he is despite if they're winning or losing, because eventually the tide is going to turn, and they're going to start winning, and they're going to say that he has been the same person back then as he is right now. And that is so freaking powerful. It's absolutely just crazy. Reason being is because that's the same thing that the George Munford is talking about, the Babe Ruth mindset. Being able to have that smile. Because I remember even with my girlfriend, when they were like had no shot of being in the playoffs, the Spurs were terrible. We went to a game, the Spurs win on a buzzer, like at the very end of the game. It's a close game. Keldon Johnson is fired up, happy. He's running up and down the court, and that really struck a chord with me, because it's like they don't even like, this game doesn't really mean anything, but he still has that energy. And now that same energy is the energy that is carrying not only the Spurs but himself also, because he should not have a spot on the Spurs team because they are so damn good. And a lot of the other Spurs players, you see them like Jeremy Sohan, and we love them, but a lot of them are starting to get phased out because it's just like so much of a mental thing. Now that there's better and better players coming up, we got Victor Wembanyama. And Keldon Johnson, you would think that he would be somebody that he took a little dip, and it's like, oh, you would think that he would just be out of the team. He can't compete with them anymore. We got new players coming in. But he has been somebody, I believe personally, I know it's a personal belief, but this is something that goes along with this stuff, because he's had that happiness, that wholeness, that humbleness, and that hungriness. And being able to do that versus a lot of the other players that start to get egotistical. They're like, oh, I don't want to do what's best for the team. I want to have my role. They'll go over there and play for another team, get up some nice stats, get a nice little contract, but they don't want to actually fit into the role that the team needs for them. And that actually ends up taking them out for that team. It's like they just can't support that. They can't fit in there, and they end up just going deeper and deeper and deeper into this hole of that darkness, whatever you want to call it, man. And it sucks that that's a thing. But a lot of them just aren't able to do that, and it takes them out of the flow state. They can't find their groove. They can't find whatever they need to do. Continue to have that smile, even if they're making mistakes. But Keldon Johnson has such a nice freaking mindset, confidence that he has. He plays freaking Miley Cyrus before the damn games whenever they're playing. It's damn amazing. And he just has an energy, a joy, a love that he continues to carry. And I believe that that's why he is up for the running of Sixth Man of the Year right now, which is damn powerful. It's crazy. It's a very big award. And it's just because, you know, he should not be there right now. He should not be there right now. But that same mindset is something that can take you into whatever you're doing and take you and allow you to continue to be in a flow state, allow you to be better and better and better despite the mistakes that you're having. If you find joy in the process and continue to find genuine joy right now with what you are doing on the inside, it's going to be the thing that continues to get you towards that success. Like George Munford said, success is about having failure after failure after failure and continuing to have a good attitude, continuing to have the enthusiasm and the positivity. So let's go out there today, man. Whatever you're doing, hope you're doing it with a smile. Hope you have an amazing time. Love you guys very much, man. Talk to you on the next video. Peace.